we got problems. Yeah, I guess. It didn't want me to go live out there. It didn't even want me to be outside. And I'm wondering why, really, why. It says there's no problems being experienced at YouTube. That's what it said. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. If I were to, wonder if I were to come out here. Let's see if they drop me if I come out here again, you all, because this is kind of, it's kind of wild. I tried to come out here and do a video. I was doing my one camera, and I was watching the moon. It said I had a good signal. It did. But then it just started spinning, which is really weird. Hello, Apple Brooks. Hello, Tracy. Good morning, everyone. It is strange. So, I don't know. Really don't know. It's kind of weird. It's a little bit weird, you all. It is. Let me see something. Let me see something. Hold on one second. Can you sit right there for a second? Oh, you didn't fall down. You didn't fall down. I guess they didn't want me showing nothing. They didn't. They weren't happy with that. If they don't want you to connect, they're not going to let you connect, you all. You tell me if I'm buffering. Okay, because I'm going to come over here and let me do this. That sky was really white, and I was going to take my other camera. There's really no reason why I should not have had a good connection. I was going to take my other camera and I was going to film those translucent clouds that were flying over really fast. They were cruising in the sky is what they were doing. It's really nice out here. It's around 60 degrees is what it is. And I hope everybody slept well. It buffered again where? Where did it buffer at, you all? Did it buffer when I came over here? Tell me when it buffers. Is it buffering right here? If I stand right here, are we buffering? Good morning. I want to know if I got buffering right here. Good morning, everyone. It is, I think it's going to be a really pretty day. Thank you, Apple Brooks. Just think, it's hard to get technology to do what you want it to do. There was a time, you know, when you can hardwire you can make the technology do what you want it to do. But I think we're coming to a day and age when you are not going to be able to have the say-so over your technology, you all. You ever see one of the series of Sophia? There was a Sophia show. You know, the AI. They had this lady, Sophia went to her and she said, I want you to do a video for me, a movie. And the actress said, I don't want to do it. And Sophia is standing there looking at her. And I think she says, I'd really like for you too. And she's at a bar and the lady takes a drink. And all of a sudden, Sophia, she causes all of these images to start showing up in her head. She starts doing something to the woman in her head. And the woman is actually feeling it. And the woman is seeing herself in this place. And then Sophia takes away those images. And then she said, are you sure you don't want to do this movie for me? She goes, oh, yeah. She got really nervous. She was shaking. She goes, yeah, I'll do it for you. She got in her head. That's what Sophia did, the AI. I forget what the name was. She has her own series, Sophia the AI robot. It was kind of strange. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to control AI in the future, even like with your Wi-Fi and stuff like that. Anything, because if it runs along the electrical, I don't know, whatever these waves are that they use, they're going to be in control of it. And they'll shut you down whenever they want to shut you down. They already do it anyhow. Even on YouTube, with Google's AI that they got, they don't know how to control it. They don't know how to fix it. They don't know how to program it. None of it. 6G is coming next. 6G is when they bring everybody, they upload the rest of the humans online is when it do. It's so nice out, you all. So even though, let's think about this. Even though I've got this Wi-Fi outside, I extended the Wi-Fi more, it's not going to do me no good if something can come through the Wi-Fi and cut the connection. It's not going to do me no good at all. Do you know that they have a device? If you got this device and you got the tools, you can walk past something, you can go anywhere, and you can get into anybody's Wi-Fi network anywhere. You can. If you know how to make this certain thing, it doesn't matter if you think, oh, I've got it really locked down, nobody's getting into. No, with this thing that you can make, if you have the devices and you know how to build it, they show you exactly how to build it. You can break into anybody's network. It doesn't matter how locked, even mine. If somebody comes by here, you know the military can do that, you all. They can get into your network. And not just the military, but some kind of a rogue entity, or even like that nerd, some kind of nerd somewhere setting off a geek, very advanced person, nerdy person. They can make something like that, and they can take you down just like that and wreak havoc on your stuff, and you'll never know what's happening. Yeah, hello you all. So I wanted to use my other camera out here this morning doing the moon, and it doesn't get as good photo as my Nikon. It doesn't, and it primarily is a Wi-Fi camera. But you know what I could do, which it isn't going to do me no good either. I do have the ability with that one camera. I can stream it. I can stream it 4K. If I go onto the OBS studio and I have adapters on both ends, I could stream it 4K and have it put to my monitor and share the screen. Then the screen itself would be streaming in 4K. You would see stuff in 4K. That's probably the route I'll have to go if I want to use that and not have to rely solely on Wi-Fi to get a signal out, because Google doesn't like you using, YouTube does not like you using lots and lots of data when you're streaming. They don't. You're taking up too much space. Good morning. I think you're being a little bit too loud this morning. That looks really pretty over there, you all. It does. Your heart is their hurts. Yes. Here comes a big bird from over there, you all. Flying. I wanted to do that. I wanted to get that moon. It's okay. I didn't get it. Does it matter? No, it doesn't matter in the big scope of my life. My life is going to go on, even though I tried to do a video earlier and it says waiting on Gina, and then the moon. I tried to do the moon. See, just think, like, the moon's up there. This is wild. The moon, when I first came out this morning, you see it's up here. When I first came out, it was right here, right above the tree lines. The moon rises in the same place as the sun. That sun is going to, well, it's going to go up higher in the sky. It is. But that moon, why is the moon and the sun like locked in orbit? They're locked in sync on the orbit. Hello there, Great Awakening team. I was going to say Team Robot. Team Robot. No, you're not a Team Robot, you all. Yes, good morning, you all. It's really beautiful out. Let's see. Let's look at the temperatures here. What do we got going on? We think we got a 55 degrees. So it's feeling pretty nice outside. The humidity might be a tad bit high, but I'm not feeling it right now, you. I'm not. So that's right. Last night I was looking for the moon. I thought we can watch the moon. No, you can't watch the moon, Gina, because they're not going to let you watch the moon at all, because they don't want to. We have a lot to relearn about the universe and our Earth, the Yoana. Yeah, most definitely, because it's been tweaked. They tweaked with it. They tweaked with it and hid some of it. Now, see, we can talk about, we can make statements and stuff, and we can say that, like that right there, we have a lot to relearn and stuff. See, it's very positive. It's not even a speaking down. It's not. And if you say, well, a lot of the history that we know about may not be the full history. It may not. Yeah, it's not. It's not. It's not the history of the earth and stuff. And you have like these buildings that are like setting underneath the earth, underneath the ground, like halfway into the ground, big tall doorways and things like that. And these old books, why do you think they like to get rid of the books? Burn the books. Everything's going digital. Really, if you have a Kindle or something, they just want you to get your books offline and things like that. Yeah, the mud floods. Is the mud floods the same thing as the biblical flood? Are they one and the same? Well, this right here can zoom up fast, but it's just a digital recreation. Just think, if everything's digital, they can make it look whatever they want. But they can't make your physical body digital. They can't. If it's over a multimedia, they can turn you into a digital entity and make it look like you. But in real life, they can't do it to you all. They can't mess with the organic you in real life unless they somehow get into your body and you get turned into a cyborg. You don't want to be a cyborg. I don't want to be a cyborg either. Some strange things on the Hawaii feed last night, 1900 hours, so many moving around, not planes or satellites. Some of them turned. Is that on the Subaru telescope? Well, that's the only telescope they let us watch now. Yeah, that's right. It's not nice, but that is. It'd be nice to do a time lapse of it. I can set my other computer upstairs to do the complete time lapse of yesterday. Is the stars in the sky, are they showing the stars really nice over there at the Subaru telescope? I do like looking at that. Even if it's fake, it looks really cool. Yeah. Even if the stars look kind of, even if Gina, honey, don't you know that that's all fake? Well, it might look fake, but it really does. It looks pretty cool because that's what we're used to looking at. And it looked like a night sky. Even if they show things out in space, like fake looking planets and stuff, I like looking at it because it looks cool. It's nice and techy. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so Chris Gamble, that's good. Yeah, I will set it to do it. See, they roll these in all of a sudden, just like that. And it's still trying to rise, but you know they're trying to hide it. If it's fake, then why do we have lasers? That's right. There's lots of lasers. There are. They use guided lasers when they point to a target. They do. Some say that, well, they use the lasers to, because it forces out all the other light when you use a laser. But if you were, oh, look at that pretty cardinal. Hello there. They probably want some water. That's okay. Someone on one live stream said, Gina, honey, those wind chimes sound, they didn't say Gina, honey, they sound creepy. I said, that's a good thing you're not my neighbor. I don't even know if my neighbors can hear them. I don't. Red birds they're really beautiful. They are. We got problems. That's the title of this video. We really do got problems. We're not as in control as we thought, really. And as the days go by and the weeks and the months go by, we'll see more and more of that we're not in control popping up, really. We'll realize, yeah, we know we got problems, you all. We don't have to point out all of them because there's no end to it. And really, is it our problem? It's not really our problem to say, because there's some things we can control and there's some things we can't. We can't control what's going on in the world by certain entities who are in control. We can't control them. We can only do what we can do in our own space. And yeah, we're going to let the big angels play with the big demons. That's right. Let them do it. Let them take care of it, you all. We got the big powers need to take care of those other big powers. Okay, that's right. They'll take care of them. We can do it. Your circus? Oh yeah, not my circus, not my monkey. Fear is what they want. Well, they do get a lot of fear from some people who are not aware of what's going on in the world. They really do. It is really good to be it's good to be aware, to raise your awareness, you all. It's good to be prepared. And with this technology, they say the day of coming, the technology will control us, is what it will do. It will control us. It will control our very lives. If you're in the system. If you're in the system. Yes, good morning. It's really beautiful out. Let me be quiet for a second so you can hear the birds. Even though there's only a few talking right now. Just a few. It feels like spring. It really does. Feels like spring out here. You all, we've got to keep the lines of communication open. We really do. Even though we may not feel like, communicating. Like if you got a YouTube channel, you've got to keep that channel up and going, you all. You got to keep coming on here. You got to keep sharing because somebody is watching. Somebody's always watching and wanting to see whatever it is you've got to share, whether you got a few people or whether you got a lot of people. People need to stay connected, especially in this world that we live in. Whether you feel like it or not, you just push yourself. Push yourself and say, I'm going to make the most of this opportunity that I have while I can, because there's going to be a day when we ain't going to be able to do what we're doing right now. There will be. Unless, well, yeah, I'm not going to say it. That's right. Thank you, Myra Soto. We, this right here, we got it as a foreclosure when my husband got out of the military in 2004. We got this. It was just brown. It was a very dark brown and drab, and there was no landscape at all here. Only thing here was these like locust trees right there, and nothing else really. Nothing. The pond. It's a lot of work. It was overgrown. The person who had it before it went into foreclosure had, I guess, did something, I don't know what. And he wanted to have tall grass, so he liked the black snakes to go around in the grass, you all. He liked big black snakes. Shortly after we moved here, we had a grapevine, one of these grapevines. We had two of them. They grew, they looked really pretty. The green foliage would go all the way up here, and we could stretch the vines down to there. Wait a minute. How did I do that? Can you see that reflection right there? How is my wind chimes reflecting up here? Like that. I guess it's the light from there causing it to do this. Let me see it. I gotta look and see what that is. That's strange. Yeah, there was a great big black snake up there. It's probably a 5 foot, 6 foot corn snake or a rat snake. Is that big around? Just sitting right up there in front of that door, our door. My daughter was standing there looking at it. She said, Mom, there's a big black snake out there. I said, what are you looking at? Oh, I'm just looking at that snake right up there, coiled. It was stretched, kind of coiled, but stretched out. And then when my son got some gloves on, and he got it down from there, and he picked it up, and it excreted a white substance from its body. But he took it down there and threw it in the woods. Well, he didn't throw it. He let it go off in the woods, you all. Those corn snakes, those rat snakes, they eat the mice and stuff, but you don't want to be standing in your doorway and you see a great big black snake right there, right up there as you're looking out. My sister was scared to even come out here with those grapevines after I told her that. Yeah. So, yeah, we got problems. We do got problems, you all, but that's okay. Team Righteous don't got nothing to worry about. Hello, Miss Hill, Son of the Most High. Good morning. Good morning, you all. Yeah, we got to keep the truth inside of us. We got to keep the light inside of us, you all. We do, right here. You got to, if we can keep the light inside of us, we can keep the truth, we can keep the love inside of us. We're gonna make it, despite whatever comes our way, because we won't give up. And even if we stumble, we'll just pick ourselves up and we'll have each other to lean on. Even though we may not be on here anymore, you'll have the spiritual realm. And it is a connection. It is. Good morning. Kick them out fast and I'll jump them. Oh, what are you talking about? Something's going on. It's on us. We just sent for this. Yeah. We said we'll get through everything. That's right. We will. Today is the event. The Tunska. Okay, let's see what the event is. Dirty Minds 42. Many other events happened in the day. Asteroids and everything watching today. That's good to go. That's good to know. I'm getting hungry. I'm going to have to fix some boiled eggs. Is what I'm going to have to do. Is something light for breakfast. If you eat breakfast, see, look how whited out. See, they're doing the white out. It's like white out. You like whitewashed tombs, they said. Whitewashed tombs. Boom. Yes, lean on me. My shoulders are broad enough. Oh, is it a failed end time prediction day? Is it an end time prediction day, you all? I wasn't aware. Was there a prediction and it slipped past? We was too busy watching UFOs. That's right. We were. Um, oh, I didn't know that. What was the prediction? Where the real love, where the real love, bring it back, please. We need it. Ohana, look into the Ohio and make noise about it. Well, if you make too much noise about things, you know what they do? They take you down. They take you down if you make too much noise, and there are people who will make a lot of noise and then they get taken down. Man, that it is so white, you all. Look how white it is. It's so white over there. It's white and yellowish, but I can't look at the sun. You know there's something rising with that sun. Yeah, but that's what it looked like right there. It's so blinding. Backstreet Boys tomorrow. You got tickets to the Backstreet Boys. Rapture High Alert Day Timeline. Is I Love Jesus Forever, is that what the prediction was? Today is a rapture day? Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know it. Is that why he said lock your doors? Lock your doors. Well, there was a time when the angel of death came and they were told to put the blood over the doorway and I will pass over you. That's right. When the angel of death comes down after you. I forget the rest of that song. Yeah, but that's what they did. They put it over there, and it was the firstborn of the Egyptians that went. When I woke up this morning, I was thinking about how, you know that 7-Day War? Have you all heard of that? I'm sure some of you have. The 7-Day War, it was with Israel and somebody over there in the Middle East. And all of a sudden, I don't know if it was an army that appeared or a hand of God that appeared. Something very otherworldly happened. And the army, the battle was stopped. What was that? It stopped just like that, is what it was. Feels nice in here. It really does. You all, the 7-Day War. Israel's 7-Day War. I was thinking about that this morning for some strange name. Strange time. 7-Day War. Angel, I don't know. The 6-Day War, that's what it was. The 6-Day War, that's what it was called, you all. It was this, let me see if I could have it. Here's this, if you had not heard about this, Ariel Sharon in Israel. This is kind of like UFOs. We can talk about this. It's kind of like UFOs because it sounds pretty cool. Oh, hello, Rosie, honey. What you doing up there? Your mommy? Her's a little baby. Her's so precious. Yes, her is. Aw, you're so sweet, Rosie, honey. You go to sleep, honey. You can do it. Her's so precious, you all. She's really precious. Okay, Rosie, honey. She is so precious. She is. She's a sleepy baby. My husband goes, she never goes up there unless you come in here. Because she likes my energy. That's okay. She likes my energy, you all. She does. Yeah. She is. She's precious. So let's listen to this, you all. So here is it was the Yom Kippur War of 1973. Now we can tie this in with the extraterrestrial angelic beings and stuff like this. Somebody ain't going to want to hear about this. They're not going to want to hear it. I'm going to read it because I haven't really heard it. So The Yom Kippur War of 1973, a friend in the audience later asked if they heard about the angels that God sent to the aid of the Jews during the Six-Day War in 1967. He'd recently seen a cable show and he wanted to know about the Six-Day War. So, the Israeli commander in this story is the same Ariel Sharon, who later became Israel's prime minister. He's been in the news almost daily during the latest series of attacks and counterattacks. So, if you haven't heard about this, this is about angels, angelic interference, and stuff like that. By nightfall, Sharon's forces had advanced 3/4 the way from Abu Agela to Nakal. Their progress has been laborious and slow. Laborious and slow. I don't even know how it started, but anyway. The following course of a wadi through the Delaware, following the course of a wadi through the desert. The average speed for much of the way had been no more than 3 miles per hour, and as they continued their advance by night, they ran into a minefield and they lost one of their armored troop carriers. Sharon abandoned any further advance that night. At dawn, they continued their advance, and they suddenly came upon a whole brigade of Stalin tanks, the heaviest tanks on the battlefield. Facing them in the desert, behind the tanks were several large self-propelled guns. The Israeli tanks raced forward to attack, but the Egyptian tanks made no move at all. The Israelis could not believe their eyes. Every tank was intact, but deserted. There was no one there. Later, when the fighting was over, Sharon met the commander of the Egyptian tank brigade, who had been taken prisoner. So he explained that he did not believe his armored brigade could resist the Israeli attack, although he had no idea of the size of the Israeli force. This is about, and we're talking about angels and otherworldly interference to something that had happened. Six-Day War. He didn't think he explained he did not believe his armored brigade could resist the Israeli attack, although he had no idea of the size of the Israeli force. So he decided to escape with all his men without even stopping to blow up his tanks. You spoiled my plans, he told Sharon with great lamentation. The Egyptian El-Nabi said he had been greatly alarmed on Tuesday night when he heard the noise of a large body of tanks moving up nearby. The tanks, in fact, turned out to be an Egyptian armored brigade that was also moving up from the west, about which he had been told. Wednesday night, he heard tanks again advancing upon him, but by now he had news the Israeli advance, and thinking he was about to be attacked, he decided to abandon his tanks and his artillery and withdraw his men in half tracks westward toward Ber Thamara, which he believed was still in Egyptians' hands, but it wasn't. So Sharon commented, our boys were already there after a skirmish with the Israelis, and he abandoned his troops, taking the lieutenant colonel with him. They had orders to withdraw. If he had blown up the tanks, the Jews would have heard me because it would make a lot of noise. I'm not going to read this. It's really long. Let me see it. It was an ambush. He didn't want to fight his way. Monitoring, conversation. They heard a marching machine. That's what it is. We didn't try to fight their way through the roadblock. They thought there was an ambush. That was impossible. So why? What kind of force or weapons do you suppose we had on our roadblock? I guess he's asking him, the Israeli captain. Well, the Egyptian said, I heard light machine guns and I heard a 50 caliber heavy machine gun. He threw his hands upward. You had a whole brigade and we held the roadblock with light forces? Yes. So they fled. They fled. They thought there was, I don't know. I thought there was more to that story, you all. I thought there was more to that story than meets the eye. I really did. You think, has it been written different? I don't know. Yeah. I guess they just heard stuff like that. Yeah, I guess. Mm-hmm. Operation Fortitude. I've never heard of an Operation Fortitude in 1944, you all. What's that about? Oh, you're so welcome, Light Seeker. They fled. They fled. They fled away. Let's walk back outside. You know what I feel with my spirit? Something or someone or collective of something doesn't want me to just get my camera out and show the moon. It doesn't. Don't show the moon because I had to talk. I had to talk. That's what I have to do. They'd rather me get on here and connect and talk. Because I guess if you think about it, if I'm just out there showing the moon, then I'm not really connecting. All you're doing is just looking, and there cannot be any conversation that occurs. More or less like it can right now. This is really what I feel within my spirit. Then I'm supposed to connect like this. I'm supposed to talk. We're supposed to engage in conversation, you all. We are, and we're supposed to connect. It's much more important than me zooming up on the moon or something like that. I can't be doing all of that with my time. I can't. I know within my spirit I cannot just take my phone and just zoom up on stars or my Nikon camera, zoom up on stars, zoom up on the moon. There's got to be more depth. There's got to be more depth. That's what I feel within my spirit when something like that happens. No, Gina, honey, you want to be lazy this morning and just get out there and film the moon? We're not going to let you off the hook so easy. That's really, I'm being honest with you. Yeah. So that's okay, you all. Got only a few minutes of the moon this morning. And I do like to talk, and I'm getting my walking in because if it's nice like this, no. I don't want to sit there and be on the treadmill. See, I can be out here walking because I've been kind of lazy and distracted. That's right, you all. We got to engage each other because this is more important than just staring at the moon because it does not generate conversation. It doesn't. It doesn't really want people to connect because there's too much going on in the world. There is a whole lot of stuff going on in the world. Have you noticed so many prepper channels? And what these prepper channels are talking about? It's a lot. They're preparing for an apocalyptic event. And there's nothing wrong with being prepared. There is not at all. But there are a lot of these things, these channels and stuff, they're preparing for an apocalyptic event. I'm going to be honest, back in the maybe 2006 or 7, my husband, when we were starting to plant more trees, he got these fruit trees. He said, so we can have some fruit from years from now. And I said, it's not going to do you no good. This is my mindset. I'm going to tell you what my mindset was. I said, it's not going to be good because we're probably not even going to be here. We are probably not going to be here. We're going to get raptured out of here. More or less, I was thinking that because that's what I had embedded in my head growing up and stuff like that. Or the world was going to end. The world was going to end and it wouldn't do no good. That was my mindset. That was back in 2000, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know what it was. Probably earlier than that. But now look at the year. It's 2023. We got lots of fruit trees. But that was my mindset. Even with the Y2K, you all, they drummed it up. The Y2K, drum it up. And I thought, well, I'll put some stuff back. They said, because they don't know if the computer systems, that they can handle this, you all. The Y2K. Well, nothing happened. And in 2008, or 2009 or something like that, we went into a recession and stuff, and They were talking the economy was going to collapse and stuff. They were drumming it in, you all. They really were. And it didn't happen. It didn't happen. It did not happen. We're still continuing. It's like it's a constant thing like this, you all. These things did not happen. Now, granted, in the 80s, when my husband went into the military in 1983, there was a recession. He couldn't even find a job in a restaurant. The recession was bad in 1983, and the interest rates were up to 20 some odd percent. So he joined the military. And but then people bounce back. But will it be different this time, you all? Now I can go there, but I'm not a gloom and doom person, you all. I am not, and I'm not one to give out dates and stuff like that. I'm not. And my life is still going to go on. I'm not going to live like it's, don't they know it's the end of the world? It's not the end of the world yet. It's not. It's not. I just lost my train of thought. Look how bright that sun is. I don't even need a spotlight. It's my spotlight right there in my face. Right there. Thank you. Yes. Yes, but things don't look good. It does not. And there's a lot of things happening. There is. We know that the current structure cannot continue. The current system cannot continue the way that it is. And that's where we're going with the advancement of technology and stuff like that, you all. We got some problems, but they're not our problems, really. We can only take care of our own selves and our own lives. Yeah, we can do it. Mad cow disease. They got the mad cow disease coming on now. And I do not want to see the zombie apocalypse. I really don't. I don't want to see nothing like that. And I don't want to see no nuclear war, although they keep putting the best places to be if you're caught first, the things you need to do after the first 10 minutes of a nuclear attack. I don't want to live in war like that because everything's going to be contaminated. Yeah. Oh, Alyssa, thank you. But I'm not walking fast, but it's slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. Just like when you break up with a guy, yippee, a new adventure. That is true. That is true. You think your world is ended. Nope. It's only just beginning. That's only just beginning, you all. We just have to adapt, and that's truly what people do. They adapt. We're adapting to our ever-changing world, and if you lack the ability to adapt, you're not going to get very far in life. You got to roll with it. We're going to roll with it, you all. We are. Roll with the flow. Keep on rolling with the something. Some kind of country song. Keep on rolling with the flow. I've done a lot of crazy things. May God forgive me of my whatever. I can't remember those songs. So many years ago. Yeah. So we got problems. And the Red Sea moment. Yeah, and I've seen, there's these videos that are going around. The Euphrates is drying up, and it's biblical prophecies. And I think I remember a long time ago, Saddam, he wanted to divert the water so it didn't flow into certain areas too. If you Google, has the Euphrates ever dried up before? And it came, the water levels got really low and stuff like that, you all. So there is a lot of hyping up of things. There is. Have you noticed that the UFO stuff has kind of died down? If they want the people to focus on the UFOs and the sky and all this other stuff, then they'll bring the big players out, and then it'll be mainstream, and then you can talk about it. But when the big players don't come out really. When the big players don't come out, then they want to drum it down, and you're not supposed to talk about it. That's right. That's how it is. Bring out the big boys and the big girls, put them on the screen with the media. They'll cover it, and you can talk about it because they want everybody talking about it. Just like when you turn on the news channel, everybody's talking about the exact same thing. Well, now you're not supposed to talk about it. That's right. Everything's happening has happened before, and we did indeed make it through. Yes, we did. We made it through. It's really nice out, you all. It's so lovely out. Different instruments and the band, yes. One spirit and one accord, that's right. Good morning, COW77. The rich want to rule the world. Everybody wants to rule the world. Who sung that song? That's all I know of it. Everybody wants to. I may not even be saying it right. They can pound sound. They can go pound sound. Oh, Tears for Fears. Oh. Judy, honey, thank you. Tears for Fears. Yeah. It's all right, you all. The sun is so bright. I was kind of disappointed about that. Sticking my camera out there in the side yard thinking I'm going to film the moon. And that's going to be my video for the day. Because I really wanted to try it out. This preacher said one time in the pulpit, he had his sermon all figured out. He knew exactly what he was going to preach on until he stood up in the pulpit. And then he goes, well, it's not what I want, it's what God wants. So he preached whatever was laid upon his heart. That's what he did. Whatever was laid upon his heart, he was led by the Spirit. And then all that time he said, preparing what he was going to talk about, it didn't happen. He had to talk about something different. I can equate it, Gina, honey, you just wanted to show the moon this morning. Yeah, I did. Sorry, we'll give you a few minutes. And then you're going to get up and you're going to be talking about something else. Okay. Am I been out of shape? Do I look like it? No, I'm not been out of shape. It's not going to run my day. I feel better right now. Feel better right now. That's right, you all. We can do it. I don't like that sun in my face like that. But it's not nice to say that either. It pleases the eye to see the sun, is what it says. It pleases the eye to see the sun, and it does. We got to open doors. You got to be a loaf of bread. You know that song? I'm going to the rock of my salvation, going to the stones that the builders rejected. Okay, the cornerstone and stuff. Do you know that? Where does that fit with Freemasonry? Y'all think about it. Freemasonry, the Masons, and the cornerstones. I was thinking about that the other day too, but I didn't think too long on it. I was thinking about it for around a minute. How that master mason builders, and they were talking about the Christ consciousness is what they were talking about. The Christ consciousness that's in everyone. They were master builders, and they have initiations. But their main thing is, I think they said, was the transformation, the regeneration of your spirit within, and not just the imitation of it. The imitation, go through the motions. You get to be transformed or something on the inside. This is from an old 18 some odd hundred PDF book, the book that somebody put it into a PDF. And I don't like to read. Sometimes if I feel compelled to read something, I'll read it, but it's not much that I do like to read. Hello. Yes. Yahweh is in our DNA. Are you talking about the laminin? Well, with something has the ability to, let's talk about that, something that has the ability to do something. It has the ability to DNA in your body like that. You don't want it. I don't want it. That's right. I can do that. I can show scissors. I really can. I did. I showed the scissors. That's right, you all. Showed it. Yeah, you want to tie it? You want to tie that with that, you all? Let's, yes, I like visuals. I do like to see, I like to use visuals. So, you know, that's what they do. They just, like, you get a pair of scissors and you just cut out what you don't want. That's what you do. Well, we cut people out of our lives that we don't want in our lives. We do. If they're a negative entity, we'll cut them out. We'll draw the line, cut them out, get out, and you lower them my vibration. Well, but the other thing is taken to the extreme, and you don't have to even be a low vibration. That's right, you all. We are, remember, it's only the two spirits. Yes. And it ain't the ugly one. Good morning, Sheila Becker. You know, I really do. If I had my choice of filming the moon or the stars or something like that, or interacting like this, I would choose this right here. Direct interaction over the other, because it's communication. You're communicating with each other. And I do like it a lot better. I'll just be honest with you. I do. But I do like showing the moon and the stars and stuff. And UFOs. Rosie, honey, you taking a bath? Her can do it, Mommy. Her's going to take a bath. Her is a little girl. You're not too little, Rosie, honey, but that's okay. Rainbow turtle. Oh, dear goodness. I'm starting to, excuse me. You can carry the weak, for we are. Yeah. Others do it like Gina. No, and I am a spur of the moment individual. I am spontaneous, and that would drive some people up a wall. It really is. You ever have a job and they want you to be able, if you fill out the questionnaires on your resume, or the questionnaire for a job bulletin or something like that, you see, can you do this and this and this and this and that? And a lot of jobs, they want to know if you can multitask. Can you multitask? What would you do in this situation and stuff? Can you drop everything you're doing, and do this or that? There are people who want people like that, and some people, they just cannot do it. It will ruffle their feathers, any type of change, because they want a set of routines, a set of rules, a set of regulations. You don't go, no, you just stay the course. Boom. Yeah. Yes, work outside the box, Anna. That's right. We like to work outside the box. We like to think outside the box. Thinking outside the box and get you in trouble with some people, but then others might like it. They might, you all. We got problems, but they're not too big. They're not too big. That's right. They're not too big for our God. That's right. For love. They're not too big for the creator of all things. They're not. They're not too big, really. They're not too big then for the universe. They're not. That's right. These problems are not too big. There's always a solution, whether we realize it or not, you all. That's right. Whoo! Circle. Circle gets a square. That's right, it does. Kind of gets a square, although I don't even really know what that means, but it sounds good. It sounds good, you all. It does. It sounds pretty good. That sun. It's like if you go outside, you want to wear sunglasses. I bet we've got a lot of beacons of light, great beacons of light in this live chat. Great big beacons of light. And it's not a demanding light. Great big beacons of light that aren't demanding, but yet full of love and still light the way without being overbearing and domineering. You can, that's the best way. Be like killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his love. Killing my whole world with his love, killing me softly with his love. Yeah. Somebody wrote a song about a cat. What song? What song did they write about a cat, you all, really? Oh, thank you. Oh, a smiley cat. Oh, I did not know that. Oh, Cats in the Cradle and the Silver Spoon. Little Boy Blue is the man and the man of the moon. When You Coming Home, Child. That's a sad song. It really is, if you think about it. It's kind of sad. I don't like sad song. Isn't it interesting how our minds can recall certain things, bring things back to the forefront, like a computer. When you want to go search or something, like it's there. You ever think about your mind as being like a database? You are really something quantum for retrieval. Why do I have chimes, Kathy? I've always liked chimes, and they're pretty. They're beautiful. Yeah. Dementia is about, yes, they want to get rid of your cats down under the stars. The year of the cat. The year of the cat? Yes, good vibration. Starlink, good morning. Shell. Does that say Shella? Oh, I thought it said Shellapatra, like Cleopatra. Shellapotris. That's right, we can do it. Oh, Black Cat, Janet Jackson, harmonic chimes, yes. When I did that video last night, I was trying to find something to share on the YouTube, because I was in this is a peaceful mood, and I saw that song, that tune that came into my mind. Was it July something, you all? Did you read some of the comments on there, you all? I would encourage you to read some of the comments on there, because they're very inspiring, what people have shared, and you may be one of the person who have shared a comment. The first comment I saw, this woman said she had a knot in the center of her back all day long, but when she was listening to the music that was playing in the video that I played on the thing, it went away. The knot literally went away in her back. And there was this other guy, God bless his heart, you know. The date that I mentioned when that song flowed in was the date that he lost his son. He had to bury him. And it brought a type of beauty to the pain that he was feeling. The angelic sound, the music was so speaking beautifully to his soul. Yeah, I haven't looked at the comments this morning, but I thought, wow, you never know. You never know. You never know how you will affect others or what others are going through. You really don't. Yeah, you never know. Good morning, everyone. So, I can come on here and talk in the mornings and get exercise and not show the moon. I can do that. I can leave the moon to the professional photographers. I can, who want to stay in that area of focus because that's their gift, their calling, and stuff like that. Cats purring. Um, ah, walking and talking is therapeutic exercise. Yeah. I love coffee. Aw, Sandy, that's wonderful. I had made me a cup of instant coffee and I drank half of it. It's cold now. It's cold now, you all. I probably won't finish drinking it either. I guess I probably could heat it up. It's so beautiful out. It's so beautiful. But we got problems, but they're not too big for us to handle because we've had bigger problems. The problems that you may be dealing with in your life right now, you've had bigger problems than that in your life that you thought, I'm never going to, I don't know how I'm going to deal with this. But you did, and you made it this far in life. So we're just getting equipped for battle. That's all. Just getting equipped for battle, you all, is what we're doing. And it's okay. That's right. We want to build each other up. That's right. Not tear each other down. We're going to get strong on the inside to face every day and all the changes that come our way. Yeah. Carrot muffins. That sounds good. It does. I really can't even see the comments because the sun is so blinding. Oh, I went over an hour. I did. You are more of a coca girl. No, I don't like hot chocolate at all. I don't. When I was younger, it was cold outside and we'd go outside to play. My mom would make some hot chocolate and stuff. I like tea. I'll drink some tea. I like black coffee. I used to love to drink strong black coffee. And I hardly drink too much coffee anymore. But every once in a while I like it. Yeah. It's okay. That's all right, you all. I'll drink water if I have to drink water. One time when we first got married and my husband had to go to do his studies at the Presidio of Monterey, we went to Fort Ord in California, ran down barracks at Fort Ord. And we only had one vehicle. He had to go in process. And he couldn't come home for a long time during the day because he had so many places to go. And I didn't have nothing to eat. And I was looking for a snack machine in Fort Ord and their little ran down buildings. And I couldn't take a shower anywhere. I had to go all the way down the hall. There's hardly anybody in there. It was a massive building. Go down the hall, and they had all these rooms that had all these open showers. This big red room, open showers. I thought, this is really weird. Got my shower, and I came back, and I was hungry. All I had was coffee. That's all I could drink, because they supplied coffee. He left early in the morning. He didn't get back to, I don't know, around 5 or 6 in the evening. I had to drink coffee with black pepper to spicing it up because I was starving to death. And it didn't, I made it. Coffee with some black pepper, just to have some taste of something other than black coffee. Yeah. So it's all right, you all. You do what you have to, and it's not the end of the world. And if you had to drink coffee and put some black pepper in it because you ain't got no food to eat, and there's no vending machines that are ran down Fort Ord in California, that's fine. It is. Um, your doctor. Is this high energy day? You're weird. Your sun is weird. Yeah, don't look at it. I can't look at it. They said don't look at the sun. It'd damage your eyes. When I was on chemo, that did more damage to my eyes than the sun did. It did. Damage my eyesight worse. And that's when my eyesight started getting bad too. I shouldn't even took it. If I had to do it over again, I would not take it at all. So we got problems. Eggs, but eggs and bakey. You saw I'm getting hungry, you all. I really am. I might fry me up an egg or two, and because I probably won't wait for no boiled eggs. So I probably will not wait for the boiled eggs, you all. I don't think I will. So let me flip this around, and I am gonna go. I am. Yeah. Yes, it'll make your brain kind of foggy, but I'm here to tell you that you can get rid of that foggy brain with the years, so many years afterward. Yeah. If your brain didn't get too foggy, that's okay, you all. You can do, yeah, you can. You did. That's right, you all. Hello there, Jay Joslin, honey. Jay Joslin, Light Seeker, Apple Brooks, honey. Susan B, honey. Yes, we got them. We do got them, you all. We got them, you all. So, I hope to see you later. I do. Good morning. Good morning, you all. Oh, that's so wonderful, Vonda. As God is love. It's the light inside of me. The light inside of you. If you got love on the inside, you got more than enough. You really do got more than enough. Look how bright that sun is on the back here behind me on the house. It's like yellowish coming through. It is. That's okay. I'm going to go. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, you all. Love you and have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.